Hi and welcome to Nerdy Gamers. The game today we're going to look at is Brainpipe as part of the May Hurray bundle released by Indie Royale. Let's get started then. Okay, now first thing as you can see we've got a choice of the level we can play at. We can go from level 1 up to level 10. We're going to start off at level 3. Provides some difficulty, you can see what's going on, but without making it too difficult to talk and do the commentary at the same time. Now, you start off in a tunnel, and as you go along your points increase. There's music going on in the background along with sound effects as you pass through things. Now we'll have to try and navigate our way through a series of obstacles. That little bit I crashed into is a special pickup, and if we can collect all of those or even some of those we get extra points along the way. Now if we were to hit into one of these obstacles, let's try and actually hit one. There we go, finally. You get the whole screen turns red. If you hit the obstacles too many times in quick succession, then it's game over. Now, as you hit it, the red will start to fade a little bit, as you can see, so you get effectively your health refreshed. Now, one of the things is if things are going too quickly, what you can do is you can click down on the mouse and it will slow the whole game, including the audio and all the effects down. It'll give you more time to react. Ooh, there we go, we almost bit the dust there. Now this game in some ways is a bit reminiscent of, was it TIE Fighter I believe it was, where during one of the training missions you'd go down a little tunnel and have to avoid the different obstacles. What we don't have is the ability to shoot everything. Now, as you go through each of the different levels, the difficulty increases as the various obstacles become more and more difficult to navigate through. So you'll probably spend more and more time actually slowing down. There you go, now we've very nearly bit the dust there. So our reticule was almost completely wide open. And now we've managed to make it onto the next level. So we'll go through and you can see some of the new bits that come into it. We'll collect that, we go through. As you can hear, different visual effects and sound effects that go along with the game. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's supposed to represent a journey through the brain. Because I'm sure it was talking about the hippocampus earlier, and it's also, right at the start, it talks about the optical nerve. So it's supposed to tie into the audio and visual effects that goes on throughout the entire game. And as you can see, some of the different barriers are starting to get a little bit more common, a little bit more frequent. Okay. Oh, rotating barriers now, and faster rotating barriers. There you go, that was nearly us out of the game there, as you can see. That was quite simple, but only because we got ourselves lined up at the start. Now if you don't slow down, it can actually be quite difficult to actually collect all the resources. There we go. And yes, now we're getting some more additional barrier types. And this is looking more and more like TIE Fighter as originally said. Though one of the bits is they kind of miss is the rotating discs which you have to fly through. Okay, and here we go. Managed to get through to another level. It starts off quite sedate and then it will slowly build up as the rest of the level goes on. What we're going to do is just going to crash and do a game over. As you can see, it gives totals up all the different symbols that we've managed to pick up. As you can see, we did miss one on an earlier level. Okay, so that's been a quick look at Brainpipe. It's quite an interesting little game, something that you'll probably want to play through a couple of times and just try and see if you can beat your old score. I hope you found this interesting. I'll see you next time.